Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Minecraft Desync. Vanilla Edition. When we last left off, we went, gathered some trees, gathered some wool, learned a valuable lesson in tree farms, in that I apparently suck at making them. And now we are working our way towards making a house. How are you? Are you almost done? Nowhere near. How's my... That's my stone stash. We do not need to carry the iron. Just stick that here. Just stick it here. Stick the coal here. And then we got some of that. Grab some sticks. And we're going to make a fresh stack of torches, or 4, just to have it. Because we're going to need a lot of torches to make sure that that region is now safe. And where's my plants? Plants. I guess this is the closest to plants, so I'll just stick them here. Okay, that works. And I think we are going to make a new pick, a new shovel, and retire the sword. I will not be caught lacking out and about. Doesn't mean we won't use them, but I at least want to make sure I have a good sword at all times. Alright. We have assembled our toolkit once again. At some point the shovel will die and we'll upgrade. A nice tourist castle. Our current... We're going to make a 3 to 4 story house, depending on what we have. I don't have an axe on me. Not sure what you're expecting to accomplish without an axe. What do I know? Oh, hey, more sheep. Can't go wrong with sheep. Alright. Man, all those diamonds are certainly getting used up pretty quickly. Wouldn't you agree? Alright. Now we're ready. If I had wheat, I'd bring it. But I don't. I'll have to go collect that when I'm actually dying. For now, we have a nice building to make. And at some point, chop down that tree. The work site will have to wait. Alright, so we were doing logs. You already have the floor in. What? And you know what? We could add a little dynamic sort of pathway, like this inlay. Then can't make upside down, so First, let's make the shell first. See if we can't work on the little I forget what they're called. Not chutneys. Those are the overhangs that you see on a lot of medieval buildings because land taxes were a premium and your plan was your tax rate. So the easiest way to remove taxes was to remove your floor plan to the bare minimum and then grow the second floor outward into the street. Debating if I want to do that. You know what? No, we're not going to do that because I can't make it look right. With the limited palette we have, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that correctly. So we're not going to do it. We will instead insist on. So the key thing about downstairs is of any of these things is that these are usually a shop. These are usually a shop. So it's with a wall. So this is going to be our main attraction. And people live on top of these things. So I guess here we'll have to do right. Okay, so this is one floor. And this is not an apartment, so this is actually just a full scale. This is just some dude's home. So he's going to have. The key question is, how far does this go? I want to go one further. I don't have a way to make a cool marker for a rim though. Because we're not really growing. We don't have birch or spruce. So to make like a floor layer. Unless I make triple thick. Let me see how this looks. From below. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna do a simple kind of juke. How does this look? I don't hate it, but there needs to be more. Just don't have the ability to make more. But this still makes this bottom rung a flat panel. Okay. Now, by putting this up, we will be able to observe the dynamics down here. I don't know what kind of shop this is. It's probably like a, I don't know, knickknacks? This definitely doesn't feel like a blacksmithing shop, that's for sure. I think these are the window sides. By making these the window sides, we can make these the wall sides. Well, that still needs to stay anyway. How about we, for now, we will have glass, but that doesn't mean that this will not be buried at some point by other builds. We're gonna let we're gonna make this stuff build organically, so we're gonna keep that in consideration. Skyscraper. In the meantime, this means we go up one more. Ultimately, what this is... Okay, so you are like probably dead center. I think you're 2. 5, 4. Pop. So by making you like that, we can decorate the upstairs floor with more wool. No, actually get some of that design in there. How have I missed that bad? Yeesh. That's some bad placement right there. That is some very bad placement I've just pulled. Okay, and... Alright. About to see how much wood I've burned in this entire endeavor. And it will not be pretty. Yeah, already most of it's gone. Just stick some light up here before things spawn up here and explode. Okay. I like it. I like it. Need some glass, obviously, but that's a different material to grab. And I might need to just plant another forest nearby. Looking at my current wood consumption. I need to go grab my wool. Where do I put it? So we're gonna go grab some saps while we're there. We're gonna grab some saps and just dump them. Because we need to actually do something about that. Maybe we chase some squids. That's a skeleton. We don't care about him. That's dark. I don't want that there. Too dark. Darkness bad. Alright, colors of the wool. We obviously have our green. And we're starting to get gray and such. Got my saps. I don't want to burn all my rose red already, but we might have to. Gonna have to go on a flower hunt. Because I don't think well, actually, I do have cactus. I do have 5 bajillion cactus over here. What am I talking about? I just don't have it cooked. Or maybe we just make it all white. We likely just make it all white, because they're peasants. The people are peasants. Think they can actually afford multiple colors? No, no, no. You fool. I do need to actually grab some dandelions, though, so we're going to do that, too. Because I just see a bunch. They're just so easy to grab. Put this right here. Well, because I have no idea where my original dyes are. And this is why I should get an automatic cactus farm soon. Like, this is definitely not something efficient, per se. We're definitely not being efficient about our cactus placement either. Because we could really compress our way in here. But what does that accomplish exactly? So, good news is... Oh wait, no, this good news is we at least have some. Bad news is it's not a stack. Not that we have that much wool to burn anyway. For as much as I've constantly collected this stuff, at every opportunity, it is still probably one of my more hesitant to use materials. Get stone. Could use some netherrack. You know what? Yeah, that's what we're gonna bring. We're gonna bring some netherrack. Which chest do you have? Where's my netherrack? Right here. We're gonna bring some of this, and this is gonna be the roof. We're gonna start to get rid of this. We're gonna start using netherrack as a roof. It's a good red tile, and it's not bricks. And I got lots of the stuff. It is one of the actually few cheap materials I can get access to, considering the amount of tunneling I've done in the nether. Honestly, it's a blessing. Tragic, but informative. Goodbye. I see a lot of roses, but I don't have any slots in my inventory for even the wool that I was trying to collect. Not that we can't easily empty that out. So let's put in our windows. Probably brought way too much glass, but a little late now. Alright. Actually might need more wool, hilariously enough. That's fine. I have a better solution to that is when we build walls. I can rip up the wool where the walls are going to be. Okay. So first, this is a good window. Right here, it's just a good window. You can kind of angle it. And then obviously we need to get these corner bits in so that we have torchlight. So these are required bits of the wall. beyond this, what else can we use? Where else could we put? Obviously, I think a window. They're going to want a window here. We need a staircase, though. You know what? We're going to keep that. So, we got a staircase. Probably right here. So we'll put this at the floor. Baseboard. So this is not going to be a window. This is going to be our mainstay. Okay, so this is where we come up for our third floor. Then maybe a wall here for something. And this is a wall. Don't know what that something is, but it is a wall. This is here. Put that together. Okay, we'll leave this open. Maybe. So when you come in, you're gonna have this sort of entry. Wait to this guy. And obviously this has to come up with this. So this room is already pretty tight. Not an ideal room, but it does exist. Okay, we'll just check the door right there. Place that there for now. Just give me the wool back. I gotta think like a peasant. Then I also have to think like another peasant. Okay, right here. Because then we have the floor. That was a piece of bread I just ate. I don't know, this might be a rich person's house after all. Because honestly, I don't know what you would stick in here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wall across. Knock you down. Okay. We technically have a frame. Alright. I guess we can isolate this guy. Isolate this guy. This is kind of like a gathering hall. Because if I understand how some of this works, and I really don't, a key concept is hallways at a minimum, hilariously enough, rooms galore, and then you have your showroom, which would be this, I think. This is where all the guests hang out. You have a showroom. Maybe this is just either a bedroom or whatever. This is something. Probably, maybe storage. And then up here is some form of kind of waiting. This right here? Yeah. That isolates that piece. Then this is the ultimate roof of this floor. Of which wool will go on top of it. Yeah. I'm gonna need a lot more wood. Oh my god. I need to burn down another forest, it looks like. Come up here. Just stick you down. And yeah. In any case, hope you all have enjoyed watching, and we will see you all in the next episode of Minecraft Desynced. Vanilla Edition. Bye!